I think you're so right about the sort of how scrambling not being nominated for an Emmy was, because the whole point was that if they were, then they could at least say that the adventure of tearing the family apart was worth something because there was a creative recognition for it. But as you see, the podcast ended in nothingness. The book got a lot of money, but of course destroys the family. And the documentary now is in the bin up the back of the Netflix queue. What do you reckon about not getting that Emmy and what that might be doing to Meghan?
I'm very, very pleased it didn't go anywhere, largely because I think there's something quite repulsive of giving someone an award for tearing a family apart. Even worse if it's the royal family, because it's just a horrible thought that that's what you would dance and clap and drink champagne about. It's not to be encouraged. But I do think that actually Netflix are showing them the door, and it will soon happen that they won't get that 40 million that's still hovering. I think they've had 40 for really rubbish, and it was the most boring thing. I had to sit there for 6 hours listening to it, moan after moan after moan. It's actually quite wearisome. And then this. They say they'll help them get a good deal with another book. She wants to take Dickens and tear it apart and prove that she's much better at writing Dickens than Dickens is. That's a nonsense, isn't it? And Harry going to Africa, I think he might be very happy there, but I can't think that that's going to be a £40 million gold egg for Netflix at all. I don't think people are that interested.
No, certainly when it's more entertaining to watch Is It Cake than anything that they've made for Netflix. They're sort of, as I say, at the back of the queue. But also we're reading here that there's another chance that Meghan's going to get back into the acting game, but doesn't she also want to be a senator as well?
Yeah, well, she wants to be everything. She wants to write a book. She wants to be a senator. She was offered, well, she's not been offered, but there's a rumour she might take the leading female role in a play, in a film. But, how can she do that if she's in Africa helping people build houses and telling mothers how to look after their babies and give birth? You can't take any of it seriously. You can't believe them. And also, it seemed to be very much apart. Meghan had some photographs. She obviously got some paparazzi to take pictures of her the other day when she was walking to a flower market. What was the point of that? She doesn't want the publicity, so why should she do it? But she was on her own. She likes to show that she's all alone. And now it's not that she's lonely, it's that she can manage. She's a really powerful woman. And Harry, which we were told that he didn't want to be seen anymore, he didn't want to be a celebrity anymore, but that's really cutting him out. And actually, without him, she's nothing. I don't think they will split yet. But I think she wants to prove that she's really strong on her own. She did say they were like salt and pepper. Whatever they did together. And they were so happy that way. They didn't explain who was salt and who was the pepper, but never mind. And
I can guess.
But now yes, but now there's no contact, there's no touching, there's no helping. Harry it's become a terrible mess, really. And she should have come over to be with him, to help him. It's extraordinary. And the nonsense about how she now regrets very much that she didn't look through Spare carefully. Harry wouldn't do anything without her telling him what to do. That's the sort of state he's in now, I'm told. And therefore, she won't ever say, I made a terrible mistake, it was my fault. It's always somebody else's, it's always passed on to someone. And I think all these things, just take the film, for example. She wants to be a lead female, but now she's also said at the same time that she doesn't want to appear. She wants to learn to be a producer, and she wants to be behind the camera, not in front of it. So baffling. She
Yeah.
doesn't know how to be a producer, and I think she will be one who thinks that she knows much quicker than she actually can. She doesn't like to be told. She is somebody who feels that she knows it all better. That's a problem. That was the problem in the British royal family, that she thought she knew how to run it in a modern way better than anyone. And I think
Well,
that's still lingering.
yeah, dare I say, she's all about the title and not about the actual job. We see that with the royal life, and we see that now in the multiplicity of other things that have happened, post-royal life, while keeping all of the upside as well.